What's good, folks? It's your boy Isaac, aka Polo, aka Young Polo, back with another edition of Polo Talk Sports. This is going to be part 3 of Polo's Power Rankings Quarterback Edition. Now, if you haven't been paying attention, which I hope you have, and if you're watching this video, you probably have, keep it a buck, because, it's not too many of us at this point, but we build in family and all that. But last week, basically, I had part 2 of my Power Rankings Quarterback Edition. I named my top 5 quarterbacks, and then I named who's trending up or who's trending down based off their position. Also, I give myself an honorable mention for, the new top 5 and the past top 5. But the trending up and down only applies to the actual top 5. And, just pay attention and you'll understand. If you've seen the last video, you already know what I'm trying to say. Let's get right into it, man. So last week, my top 5, I had Pat Money Mahomes, number 1. I had Lamar Action Jackson, number 2. Pat Mahomes is staying neutral. Lamar Jackson, I have him trending downwards. Josh Allen at number 3, I have him also trending down. This is last week's. And Tom Brady was number 4. He's trending down. Aaron Rodgers at number 5. He's actually trending up. And even after that, that unexciting, uneventful Packers and Patriots game. It was some poor football being displayed up until the end of the game when Aaron Rodgers did his thing. But let's get right into it. So the new rankings at number 1. Drum roll, please. We got Patrick Mahomes. As I just told you, he stayed neutral, and he's obviously front runner for MVP. Him and Jalen Hurts, obviously 2 of the 3 finalists for sure, guaranteed at this point. And I got Patrick Mahomes number 1. Look what he did to the Bucs. Is this your defense? Tough. And Devin White was talking crazy. He was talking about reminiscing over that Super Bowl, what they did to Patrick Mahomes, and he didn't forget, but neither did Patrick Mahomes. And we saw what he did on Sunday night. He put on a show. Number 2, my guy. Balling with the birds, you feel me? We got Jay Hurts himself, the man. I see myself in Jalen Hurts, QB1 of the Eagles. QB1 of the Eagles. If you know, you know. You feel me? If you know, you know. But Jalen Hurts, man, he just changed the culture, man. Obviously, Carson Wentz was the prototypical quarterback. He had dealt with some injuries and adversity, and he lacks leadership. So it wasn't too difficult for Jalen Hurts to take over that locker room. If you were following the dynamic of the Eagles, because I'm a Giants fan, so I kind of got to follow our division that rookie year, you kind of felt like I wanted Jalen Hurts to start damn near right away. I have friends that are Eagles fans that didn't believe in him, but, look who's right now, and obviously it's to my detriment being a Giants fan, but Jalen Hurts, man, he is legit, man. He's a running back, a quarterback, a leader. He's a beast. A beast in the weight room, and just the way he composes himself. That is what a franchise quarterback looks like. The Baker Mayfields of the world need to take notes. It's not about being the biggest and toughest guy. It's about composure. And shout out to Hurts, man. Number 3, we got Aaron Rodgers. Obviously, his stats probably aren't crazy, but if you think about it, the Packers' defense is solid, just outside top 5. Their running game is solid as well. But in terms of all the drops and all the mishaps of these wide receivers, and the fact that they're still 3-1, and the fact that they're definitely look like they're still going to run away with the North with Aaron Rodgers without Davante Adams, which is essentially what they've been doing with Davante Adams all these last few years. It's pretty remarkable in terms of the word value. He's probably in nobody's top 3, but at the end of the season, he's probably going to be a top 3 to 5 MVP finalist, just because without him on the Packers, we saw what Jordan Love was, scrub. Without him on the Packers are, I don't know, they're not a good football team. They might be last in the North. Next up, we got number 4. We got Josh Allen. I couldn't bump him too far off the list, even though, that game was kind of ugly. They did end up getting the dub, but I'm not seeing it. Like, I saw it week 1 versus the Rams, and to a lesser extent, I forgot their week 2 matchup, but I think they won favorably. It's just so inconsistent. It's the same as last year. It's when they're up, and they're the best team in football by far. But in some games, especially when they face competition, I don't know. He got, Josh Allen's just, his fundamentals and chemistry kind of comes apart. But, I still think he's balling. He's still probably in 3rd or 4th place in the MVP voting to this point, just because of the hype around the Bills coming into the season. He hasn't done that much to fall off from that, but I got him. I got him fourth. Number 5, we got Lamar Action Jackson. Number 5 was tough because obviously the Ravens are coming off an L and they're at 2-2 right now. But Lamar's numbers are still solid, and Lamar is the Ravens' offense, man. I mean, Mark Andrews is a beast at tight end, but that's because Lamar is just able to feed him, and also the system and other things. But those two wide receivers that, like, everyone knew their name, but nobody saw them actually do anything on the field from last season, Duvernay and I forget what the other wide receiver's name, Rashad Bateman. Him, like, they had the name, but they weren't showing the on-field production from, I believe they were both rookies last year. All of a sudden, they're balling. That has a lot to do with Lamar Jackson. He's been in the lab for sure. His arm is getting better and better every single year. Nobody wants to say it. Everyone wants to observe and then see it happen on the field and then say, like, oh yeah, he's a better passer. But if you follow and pay attention game by game on a week in and week out basis for the entirety of his career, he's gotten better every single season easily. Same way Josh Allen has. They're kind of in the same boat in terms of being 2 MVP finalists, but kind of showing a little bit of inconsistency. That's why I got them 4 and 5. And honorable mention, man, I got Tom Brady. Jared Goff is playing good. I guess I'll include him in there. And that's pretty much it. I don't really see too much from Herbert or Burrow to where I want to put them in the top 5, even though talent-wise and in terms of, weapons and everything, they should be, but I just don't like what I'm seeing. And that's it for this video. Polo's Power Rankings QB Edition, Polo's top 5, and we out.